In a few moments we will embark on a unique sonic and visual journey Orlando trip performed by Fox on Ice. Well, this isn't just a concert, it's an exploration, a dive into the heart of one of literature's most enigmatic and captivating figures. At the center of this performance stands the character of Orlando that is present in Renaissance poet Ludovico Ariosto's Orlando Furiosa and Virginia Woolf's Orlando. Orlando is not merely a character but a living, breathing embodiment of change. A nobleman born in Elizabethan England, Orlando traverses centuries, witnessing history unfold not as a static observer, but as an active participant. Today, Fox on Ice takes this rich, many-layered narrative and translates it into their own unique language, the language of music and image. Their Orlando trip is described as a cinematic music show, and I believe that perfectly captures what awaits us. We're not simply going to hear songs inspired by Orlando, we're going to feel the journey. Through their music, lively and captivating blend of evocative soundscapes and compelling melodies, and through the visual elements that will unfold before us, Fox on Ice will guide us through Orlando's metamorphoses. We'll sense the grandeur of Elizabethan courts, the thrill of adventure on the high seas, the quiet introspection of a life lived across ages, and the profound realization of self that transcends gender. Well, I want to introduce our performers. Christian Meyer, he's a composer and visual designer and filmmaker. He has done numerous productions for festivals and theaters in Europe. And Anna Luca Poloni is a stage director, singer, and performer. Together with Christian Meyer, they did many productions on stage. She is also a university professor at Max Reinhardt Seminar, which is a very prominent school in performing arts. Türkçe'de bunları ufacık anlatmak istiyorum. Hoş geldiniz, merhaba herkese. Birazdan Anna Luca Poloni ve Christian Meyer'den oluşan Fox on Ice Orlando Trip başlıklı performansında eşsiz bir ses ve görüntü yolculuğuna çıkacağız birlikte. Bu sadece bir konser değil, bir keşif ya da edebiyatın en gizemli ve büyüleyici figürlerinden birinin kalbine bir dalış olarak nitelendirebiliriz. Bu yolculuğun merkezinde Rönesans şairi İtalyan Ludovico Ariosto'nun Orlando Furiosa karakteri ve Virginia Woolf'un Orlando karakterini görebiliyoruz. Ve bu karakterin, Orlando'nun aslında sadece bir karakter olmadığını, değişimini yaşayan, nefes alan bir vücut bulmuş hali olduğunu söyleyebiliriz. Elizabeth dönemi İngiltere'sinde doğan bir asilzade olan Orlando, yüzyılları aşar, tarihin gözler önüne serilişine statik bir gözlemci olarak değil, aktif bir katılımcı olarak tanık olur. Bugün Fox on Ice'dan sadece Orlando'dan ilham alan şarkılar duymayacağız, bu yolculuğu birlikte hissedeceğiz. Ben sanatçılarımızı tekrar tanıtmak istiyorum. Christian Meyer, besteci, görsel tasarımcı. Kendisi Avrupa'da sayısız festivalde ve tiyatro işlerinde, yapımlarında yer aldı. Anna Luca Poloni de bir sahne yönetmeni, şarkıcı, performans sanatçısı. Birlikte birçok yapımda yer aldılar. Aynı zamanda kendisi performans sanatları alanında en önemli okullardan bir tanesi olan Max Reinhardt Seminar'da dersler vermektedir. İyi eğlenceler diliyorum herkese.
tell you that the most noble knight loses his mind, and his friend after all finds his wits in a glass on the moon? Yes, the moon that a Renaissance statesman crusades in his fantasy, using the maps of all countries as a chessboard for thousands of characters, animals, plants. Would you believe me? And yet it's true. It's more than true. It's bigger than a life, a fit life, a good story. He's a fit knife, a fit knife, a fit knife. And when I tell you about a superhero with a diamond heart and skin, Orlando Furioso, about his horse without a weight, who flies like an arrow, result of the wild night of a flame in the wind, about swords wearing names, always changing their owners, about punch-drunk love, biting harder than tigers. Would you believe me? And yet it's true. It's more than true. It's bigger than a life, a fit knife, a good story. It's a fit knife, a fit knife, a fit knife. Imagine you could change, deeply change, cross all borders from land to sea, from life to death, and back, from man to woman, from man to woman easily, overcoming age, falling time. Orlando, this is the story of a silent revolt. Imagine the beginning. Why do you attack my heart? Why do you fact my brain? Did I tell you to enter my court? Did I tell you to enter my court? To wiggle the Lord in my ways, to wiggle the Lord in my ways. Legs, legs, hands and moves. They wear a voice, but no boy of a heart, a mouth like that. No hearty breasts, no eyes like that, which looked as if they had been fished from the bottom of the sea. From the bottom of the sea. Whom had I loved? What had I loved? Till now. Why do you attack my heart? Why do you fact my brain? Did I tell you to enter my court? Did I tell you to enter my court? To wiggle the Lord in my ways, to wiggle the Lord in my ways. Called her a melon, a pineapple, an olive tree, an emerald. And a fox in the snow. Called her a melon, pineapple, olive tree, emerald. And the fox in the snow. And the fox in the snow. Why do you attack my heart? Why do you fact my brain? Did I tell you to enter my court? Did I tell you to enter my court? To wiggle the Lord in my ways, to wiggle the Lord in my ways. Imagine the beginning and the welcome. Welcome to Street Free. Imagine the beginning. A young knight, in times when there were knights, suddenly, unexpected, caught by the lightning of love on the banks of an icy river. He's been a free man so far. Now, the victim of Sasha, the Eastern princess with a dazzling sex appeal. Failing to protect his heart, he decides to flee with Sasha. The aim? Love, adventure, ecstasy briefly, a life worth living. Or, as our ancestor, the great poet Ariosto would put it, the man became Orlando Furioso, out of mind, for love. yes, it was such a night that they had planned to fly. The day had come. The day had come. Jour de ma vie. From that day on, we belong to the past. Hopefully one a year on we. So sure, let's run. She might be late, prevented us. Might what? Harvest away. Midnight has come. The place is right. Blackfriars in. The horses are white. Jour de ma vie. It was their sign. Jour de ma vie. From that day on, we belong to the past. Hopefully one a year on we. So sure, come on. It's silence still. Silence is death. Pitch dark is death. I should have known. No, what? Love is a fraud. And the words won't help. And the words won't help. Jour de ma vie. It was their sign. Jour de ma vie. From that day on, we belong to the past. Hopefully one a year on we. So she you gone. So she you gone. So she you gone. So she you gone. So she you gone. It's the only one I know, beside Edebiyat. So coming back to the story. He's been wounded by love. Mortally wounded. I mean, a beaten knight. Desperately trying to kill his memories, to drown his pain. When something remarkable happens, sleep, deep as black velvet, comes upon him. For days and days, for nights and nights. Is this what? An endless sleep? Or maybe death? Or is it a genius solution to recover from mortal's pain? To be reborn in life, with some scars, yet free. smoke, trumpets will fall, drums beat, get up, get up, get up, get up. One day, 2 days, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where have you been? A bed in heaven. Sleep may be dark, yet death is not doomed. Dreams are but innocent. Wake up, new life. Hide the world, hide the world, hide the world. Was this sleep? May I ask if this is sleep? How's it made? You think we need small dose of death. A day to live our lives. We have to die sometimes to live on. Sleep may be dark, yet death is not the end. Dreams are but innocent. Wake up, new life. Hide the world pain. Hide the world pain. Hide the world pain. Sleep may be dark, yet death is not the end. Dreams are but innocent. Wake up, new life. Hide the world pain. Hide the world pain. Hide the world pain. Oh, pain. Oh, pain. The taste for books was an early one. As a child, I was sometimes found at midnight, still reading. They took my wax light away. I collected glowworms. They took the glowworms away. I almost burned down the house with a torch. But worse was to come. Once you are addicted by reading, you hopelessly fall into writing. So, before I was 25, some 47 plays, histories, romances, poems had been written, some in prose, some in verse, some in French, some in Italian, all romantic and all long. I forgot about the outer life, but yet my life was rich. I found myself confronted by problems which have puzzled the wisest of men, such as, what is love? What friendship? What truth? I was not at all interested in my career as a man, a knight, a political subject. Nevertheless, the feeling grew that my hidden life would enable me to be a better man, knight, leader, when needed. In such thinking, I spent months and years of my life. Some weeks added a century to my age, others not more than 3 seconds at most. The unknown man alone is at peace. You may seek the truth and speak it. And so I added some lines to a poem when a strange shadow met my eye. Strange, strange shadow, nearly 2 meters high. It carried with him uneasy feelings, hot and dangerous and long forgotten. You know, strangest things sometimes happen to us in the center of silence, in the middle of peace. And in a way that she came, a 6 feet tall lady, look-alike of a rabbit, staring eyes, trembling ears, hasty moves of a rabbit. She came scarily near, provoked something he feared. L'amour est un oiseau rebelle à 2 visages, blanc et noir. Pour cet instant, il semble belle, brutal, cruel, un peu plus tard. Je vous en prie, ce jeu sans moi. As he bowed to his shoes, wings came near, tender wings. They reminded him faintly of love lost in the ice. Hot feelings, deep scars. He was moved, yes, but why? From the heat of the darkness, who reminded the rabbit. Could it really be love? Bird of paradise that provoked something he feared. L'amour est un oiseau rebelle à 2 visages, blanc et noir. Pour cet instant, il semble belle, brutal et cruel. Un peu plus tard, je vous en prie, ce jeu sans moi. He was really inclined to let the bird land, while shock in the end, as it clearly turned out. The bird was a vulture, the foul vulture of lust, not gilded by love, and he ran to his king. Crown sent him to stumble, and he happily flew. Provoked by something he feared. L'amour est un oiseau rebelle à 2 visages, blanc et noir. Pour cet instant, il semble belle, brutal, cruel. Un peu plus tard, l'amour est un oiseau rebelle à 2 visages, blanc et noir. Pour cet instant, il semble belle, brutal et cruel. Un peu frères, je vous en prie, ce jeu sans moi. Well, imagine being ambassador in Istanbul. In those ancient times of the Golden Horn, sounds adventurous, mysterious, doesn't it? Well, Orlando had to face that leaving his court for the White House at the Bosphorus would neither free his body nor his mind. An admired young diplomat, yet elegantly bored, breaking out of his golden cage only by night, hidden in the warm, lively dark. Orlando makes friends with men and women so fundamentally different that he shivers with wild joy. At dawn he creeps back, a different man, man, full of forbidden desires. In houses like eggshells, so white and so naked, he had to sign contracts, he used to shake hands, behaved like a gentleman, played the ambassador. In houses like eggshells, in oriental chambers, exchanged formalities for houses and wither, ashamed of his job, so stuffy and useless. In houses like eggshells, you should be free when you travel. Master of your cruising level, marry a stranger, commit a crime, save a poor devil, be back in time. Save a poor devil, be back in time. Be back in time, just be back in time. So he turns the tables in his house like an eggshell, with a feast for the senses beyond any description. Gold plates, candelabras, fountains of sweet wine, birds in gold cages, and the host himself. Such princely manners, so interestingly sad, is the reason, that's what they say. He again cannot stay, but you should be free when you travel, master of your cruising level. Marry a stranger, commit a crime, save a poor devil, You should be free when you travel, master of your cruising level. Marry a stranger, commit that crime. Save a poor devil, be back in time. Save a poor devil, be back in time. Be back in time, just be back in time. Night followed the big celebrations in the actual parade. Gossip and holy simple. A night full of doubts, dreams and dangers. Men and women conquered the ambassador's house. Or had he invited the colorful crowd? What was going on? A riot? A battle? An orgy? However, this is the story of a silent revolt. So, the next morning the ambassador was found by his secretaries in a rumpled sheet, in deepest sleep. There again, the 7th-day black velvet sleep. What next? Will he escape his memories again? Flee his inner tempest? Some scars yet untouchable? Will he? So again, 7 days he sleeps far away. Again, every cure has been tried in vain. Something different has to be found. Something new. An extraordinary tool to survive. Watch out. In his soul, two forces debate. One says, be abstinent, modest, and pure. The other, be sensual, generous, and wild. What now? Midst of all that noise he wakes up. As a woman, he leaves the bed. Say again. Yes, a woman, naked, stands up. No. It's the truth. Change. His body revolts, his mind claims for change. How long can you sleep and how often resist till you change? He unites the power and the grace. Wow. He sure is a woman, no doubt. She. But in every other respect. What? Exactly, Orlando, she stays. How? Well, it can change the future for sure. No doubt. Her identity, though, stays the same. Really? So doubt her change of sex. Sure. So say never she had been a man. Her response, her response, her response, her response, her response, her response, her response, her response, her response. She enjoys change. Her body revolted, her mind claimed for change. How long can you sleep and how often sleep till you change? Change. the shadow of a giant fig tree waited my old friend on a donkey. Male or female, the friend made no difference. Unlike him and his people, many experts insisted that such a change of sex is against nature. Let biologists and psychologists care about that. Fact is, I was a man till the age of 13, when I became a woman and remained so ever since. My being dark-haired and sun-tanned supported the idea of being a born gypsy, with just a few, strange manners, such as overwhelming love of nature. So my new friends began to suspect that I had other beliefs than their own. She prefers a sunset to a flock of goats. There was some truth in it. My old friend, a wise man, knew no passion is stronger in the breast of man than to make others believe as he believes. Nothing fills him with rage as the sense that another rates low what he prices high. The wise man was alarmed.
It's so
life and the fictional scene. Yet in her eyes, mountains are walls, flowers and porcelain, grass velvet rugs, trees turned to witches, sheep to a mountain range. Everything, believe me, everything. It's something else, it's something, everything. Believe me, everything. It's something else, it's something else. If only I could write, she cried, and made ink from berries and wine. Well, that was exactly the moment when her old friend decided to accompany her down to the harbor to encourage her to embark the enamored lady. Wonderful ship, wonderful sailors. To help her exchange one pearl for a lady's dress, and to wave goodbye as the ship finally sailed for the Mediterranean. Orlando's second experience as a woman surrounded by men should be rather instructive too, although for completely different reasons. It was there, on top of a boat, in the middle of the big blue, where the inner turn, a real sea change takes place. The end of Orlando the man. The beginning of a practical life as a woman. Asks me if I want more of this excellent mate. Is this awkward or sweet? Dazzling gay, blue-dressed captain. How do I have to play second rate more or less? Listen to your bold tales, what a mess, what a mess! Blue-dressed captain, would I? Blue-dressed captain, not really. Dimmi capitano, non posso lottare. With so-called experts, you know them, intellectuals, connoisseurs, popes of art and literature. Orlando the man was quite impressed by their knowledge, their safe judgments. But this is the story of a silent revolt, so now, being a woman, she starts to doubt the expertise of the fancy explainers, such as a certain Mr. Green. How she loves books and solitude, poems and solitude, greyhound, rosebush and solitude, heroes, writers, solitude. But here is Mr. Green, the judge of books, of heroes, poems, writers, anyway. Opinion leader, king of public talk. This book, ridiculous. This poem, plain. The rosebush, uninspired. The greyhound, lame. Poets and heroes, either boring or insane. Can I trust you, Mr. Green? Did you spend the solitude? Do you know where I have been? Could you sense what I have seen? How shall he and attitude, wits and attitude, knowledge that works, and attitude, supporters, friends, attitude. Yes, such is Mr. Green. you're insane. Can I trust you, Mr. Green? There you stand, this solitude. Do you know where I have been? Could you sense what I have seen? Can I trust you, Mr. Green? There you stand, this solitude. Do you know where I have been? Could you sense what I have seen? Can I trust you, Mr. Green? Do you know where I have been? Could you sense what I have seen? I overcame the good vices of all kinds of Mr. Green and worked on my endless poem when a shadow darkened the page. It was a familiar shadow, a grotesque shadow, a monstrous rabbit, staring eyes, trembling ears, the 6 feet tall lady. But stop. This was impossibly a lady. I was alone with a tall gentleman. Ha! I cried. How you frighten me. Gentle creature, cried the Archduke, forgive me for a deceit I have practiced a new long time ago. I sipped my wine graciously. The Archduke kissed my hand. In short, we acted the parts of man and woman for 10 minutes, with great ambition, and then fell into natural discourse. But still, if this is love, so I felt, now from the woman's point of view, there is something highly ridiculous about it. Then, falling on his knees, he gave me a toad in the form of an emerald. As he uttered his wedding proposal, enormous tears formed in his eyes. Men cry as frequently and as unreasonably as women, as I knew from my own experience as a man. But I learned that women should be shocked when men show emotion in our presence. So, shocked I was. of something hidden. He'll just keep up the surface of a secret. Forbidden. He'll just keep up the surface of a secret. Forbidden. So what? What the hell? Why decide? Life from the lower searching light. What we do together is this nature's own. What for me on? I'm evolving. Still. What the hell? Why decide? Life and the love so she cried. Why together is this nature that will away from me on? I'm evolving. Still. And now imagine she met the man of her dreams. Is that possible? We may ask. Is it real? Is the man who really convinced her with his romantic attitude, his mysterious profession? Again, she fell for a seaman. His baroque name and his strange behavior real? Or is it just a product of her dreams? A phantasma of her fantasy? However, freedom seems to be the wisdom of the strangest couple the world has ever seen. Freedom and fluidity. Few minutes later, groom and bride if you are mine. People get it, bells around, a sea of candles being raised. Mama jukebox drop on your knees. Showered and sailors stay riding all under near down to. The priest was triumphant in the end. Rings were passed from hand to hand. But then confusion rose. Orlando, thin-dressed, waved goodbye. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. His horse was there to leave. She stood upright.
Madam, you're hurt.
I'm dead, sir, she replied. Since a few minutes, groom and bride. Your name, sir?
Duke, bomb drop, and shall not die.
Orlando, mine.
Sure you will wait. Orlando,
Sure you will come back, shall we die?
don't care.
I'm dying. So, being a woman, after all, stays a gift, and a burden, a triumph, and a riot. Accepting what some call a balanced life is not the way of an ancient, ageless, knightly poet. For this is the story of silent revolt. She keeps nourishing the flame of Orlando Furioso, without any weapons, but changing, transforming, struggling, irritating. Even her husband and her son had to face that. Her sailor husband and her sunny son. So live next to a permanent demonstration for freedom. For freedom. And, well, ecstasy. She was married, true, yes, but if one's husband was always sailing around Capone, was it marriage? If one liked him, was it marriage? If one liked other people, was it marriage? And finally, if one still wished more than anything in the world than to write poetry, though being mother of a boy, was it marriage? She had her doubts. Listen, life, would I the endless shot or gave for free a random value for Shell and me? I do want to know, I insist. Tell me. She was Orlando too, too, yes, but a million other things as well. A snob am I, dilapidates my ancestors, proud of them, yes. Greedy, luxurious, vicious am I? Don't care a damn if I am. Truthful, I think so. Generous, oh, but that don't count. Fine linen, silver dishes, wine, spoiled, perhaps. I love trees and sheepdogs and the night. Listen, life, what are you? The only shot or gave for free? A random value for Shell and me? I do wanna know, I insist. Tell me. Tell me. Damn it all, a toy boat, a toy boat, a toy boat. It's not laws or articles or contracts that matter. Wrong focus, Mr. Green. It's something useless, sudden, violent, something that costs a life. Red, blue, purple, spurty splash. Something rash, ridiculous, like my hyacinth husband. I mean, I love you, Shell, but that's what it is. A toy boat on a serpentine, a lizard's car, ecstasy. It's ecstasy that matters, just ecstasy. Listen, life, what are you? The only shot or give for free? A random value for Shell and me? I do wanna know, I insist. Listen, life, what are you? The only shot or gave for free? A random value for Shell and me? I do wanna know, I insist. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. And when I tell you that this Renaissance poet invented tough ladies fighting as equal knights, dueling for their love, overwhelming giants, taming wild hippogriffs, flabbergasting magicians with their powerful tricks, sometimes sparing the weak, often beating their lovers, always claiming respect. And this strange carpet of scenes survived more than 5 centuries. Would you believe me? And yet it's true. It's more than true. It's bigger than a life, a fit knife. A good story is a fit knife, a fit knife, a fit knife.
Pre-concert here years ago, and meanwhile we traveled to 14 countries, something, in very different theaters and festivals. So it's a very special situation to, I would not say to end where we have begun, but to be again here. And thanks for all of us, thanks for being here, thanks for all the efforts, and remember this wonderful novel of Virginia Woolf.